My girlfriend said your past is too messy, you're damaged goods. I said maybe so. But when she found out what I'd done with that past, she couldn't stop crying. Original post: I-29 male just packed up the last photo from my desk. The one of me and Leah 27 at her sister's wedding. Thought we'd have our own wedding photos up there someday. Funny how wrong you can be about someone. We'd been together 2 years, met through a dating app, hit it off immediately. She was everything I thought I wanted. College educated, good family, stable job and PR. The kind of girl who had her life together. The kind who'd never eaten cereal for dinner 3 nights straight because groceries meant no bus fare. I was upfront about my past from date 3. Grew up rough, mom struggled with addiction, dad wasn't around. Bounced between relatives and foster homes from 8 to 18. Dropped out of high school at 16 to work. Got my GED at 19. Worked construction warehouses, whatever paid. But I also told her how I'd changed things. Got into community college at 22. Transferred to state school, graduated with a degree in social work. Now I'm a counselor at a youth center, specifically working with at-risk teens. Not glamorous, but it matters to me. Leah said she admired my resilience. Called me inspiring. Said my past made me who I was. That narrative changed last week. We were at her company's cocktail party. Fancy rooftop thing. Her boss asked where I went to school. I mentioned community college, then state. He made some joke about taking the scenic route. I laughed it off. Leah didn't. In the Uber home she was quiet. Then that was embarrassing. What was? The community college thing. Everyone there went to real schools. State University isn't a real school. You know what I mean. Blake went to Cornell. Stephanie went to Duke. And you're talking about community college. The same community college that got me where I am. Where you are isn't that impressive, Noah. Let's be honest. That stung. But it got worse. I've been thinking. About us. About the future. Okay. What happens when we have kids? What do I tell them about their father's family? Your mom's issues. The foster care thing. The truth that people face challenges and overcome them. Or that their dad comes from mess dysfunction. That it's in their genes. I'm being practical. Your past is too messy, Noah. She paused. You're damaged goods. I can't build a future on a broken foundation. I sat there processing. The woman I loved, who I'd opened up to about everything, just called me damaged goods. Maybe so. That's it. Maybe so. What do you want me to say? You've made up your mind. I want you to fight for us. Show me you can be more than your past. Me, I do that every day. You just haven't been paying attention. She rolled her eyes. Your little job at the youth center. Please. You could be making real money, having real influence, if you weren't so stuck on giving back to kids who'll probably end up just like their parents anyway. That's when I knew we were done. Those kids. One of them is going to be a doctor. Another just got a full ride to college. But you're right. I'm too focused on my messy past. Don't be dramatic. I'm trying to help you see reality. Me, reality. Got it. Moved out the next day. She texted once. This is childish. Come back so we can talk like adults. Didn't respond. Had work to do. Update 1. 1 month later. Leah started the smear campaign immediately. Mutual friends got her version. I was stuck in the past, refused to grow, and chose work over our relationship. She painted herself as the patient girlfriend who tried to help me achieve more. I was too damaged to accept help. Her friend Sophia called me. Sophia, Leah says you left because she encouraged you to get a better job. She called me damaged goods because I grew up in foster care. She what? No, she said you were sensitive about career stuff. Me. Ask her about the cocktail party. Ask what she said about my past being too messy. Oh my God. She did mention something about your background being an issue. Word got around. Some people sided with her, the ones who thought I should be more ambitious anyway. Others were appalled. I didn't engage in the drama. Had other things happening. See, what Leah never bothered to learn about my little job was that I'd been working on something bigger. For 3 years I'd been developing a mentorship program connecting former foster kids who'd made it with current teens in the system. Nothing fancy at first, just me and some friends who'd aged out, meeting with kids, sharing experiences. But it grew. Got a small grant, then a bigger one. Partnered with local businesses for internships. Created a scholarship fund. Built a network. The week after we broke up, I got the call I'd been waiting for. Major foundation wanted to fund us. Like, properly fund us. Transform us from a grassroots program to a full nonprofit. They'd been watching our work, tracking our outcomes. Loved that it was peer-led by people who'd lived it. $2.8 million over 5 years. I sat in my car and cried. Not about Leah. About every kid who'd hear "You're not broken" from someone who knew exactly how they felt. Didn't post about it. Didn't announce it. Just got to work. But Leah found out. Of course she did. Update 2. 2 months later. Her first text came at midnight. Saw the news about your grant. Congratulations. Didn't respond. Next day, we should talk. I think I misunderstood your work. Still nothing. Then she escalated. Started showing up at the youth center. Just wanted to see what you do here. Security had to ask her to leave when she tried to follow me to a session with kids. Then came the LinkedIn connection request. The bio update hit different. Passionate about youth development and foster care advocacy. Girl who said these kids would end up like their parents. Was suddenly passionate about helping them. But the real entitlement showed at the foundation gala. Big fancy event to announce grant recipients. I had to attend. Give a speech about our program. Wore my only suit. Guess who showed up? Not just showed up. Had a +1 ticket. Her new boyfriend Marcus. Hedge fund guy. The kind who went to a real school. She cornered me during cocktail hour. Leah, Noah, you look great. This is all so impressive. Me, thanks. Excuse me. Wait. I wanted to apologize. I didn't understand your vision. My vision was the same when you called me damaged goods. Glancing at Marcus across the room. That was poorly phrased. I meant you had potential beyond your circumstances. Right. I could help. You know. PR is my thing. This program needs proper marketing. Me, we're good. Noah, be practical. You need someone who understands media branding. I have connections. The same connections who went to real schools. Her smile tightened. Don't be petty. I'm trying to help. No, you're trying to attach yourself to something successful. There's a difference. Marcus appeared. Wrapped an arm around her. Everything okay, babe? Just congratulating Noah on his little grant. Marcus, oh, you're the ex, heard about your thing. Foster kids, right? Cute project. Cute. Project. I smiled. Yeah, real cute. Excuse me. I need to give my speech. Gave the speech. Talked about kids who'd been written off, called broken, damaged. How they just needed someone to see their potential, not their past. The room was silent. Standing ovation after. Leah was crying in the back. Marcus looked bored. Update 3. 6 months later. The program exploded. Good exploded. Media coverage. Corporate sponsors. 3 new locations. I was working 80-hour weeks but loved every minute. Kids who'd never had anyone believe in them were getting internships. College prep. Therapy. Real change. That's when Leah went nuclear. Started a blog. Dating down my journey with a damaged partner. Posted weekly about the challenges of dating someone with trauma. Used fake names, but anyone who knew us knew. Painted herself as a saint who tried to save someone too broken to accept help. My favorite post. When your partner chooses trauma over growth. About how I was addicted to dysfunction and recreating patterns. Girl took one psych class and thought she was Dr. Phil. The comments weren't what she expected. So you dated someone. Knew their history. Then called them damaged goods. This sounds like emotional abuse, not support. Maybe he chose growth over you. She doubled down. Started a podcast. The Savior Complex. About people who try to fix broken partners. Got maybe 50 downloads per episode. Half were probably hate lessons. But the real kicker came when Forbes did a 30 under 30 feature on social entrepreneurs. Yeah, I made the list. Full spread about the program, the grant, our 89% success rate getting kids into college or trades. Leah lost it. Posted a tearful video. My ex made Forbes 30 under 30 and I'm happy for him. But also hurt. Claimed she was my unofficial advisor who helped shape the program. Said I'd shut her out of my success because I couldn't handle a strong woman. The delusion was astronomical. Someone screenshotted her old texts calling foster kids probably hopeless and posted them in her comments. She deleted everything within hours. Then she tried one last play. Final update. Got served papers at work. She was suing me for compensation for emotional labor and career guidance during our relationship. Wanted $50,000 for her consulting work on my program. Her evidence. Text messages where she'd said things like maybe focus less on work and you could do better than social work. That was her career guidance. My lawyer actually laughed. She wants money for telling you to abandon the work that got you a multi-million-dollar grant. The best part. Discovery. See, Leah forgot about all her texts. The ones calling my past too messy. Saying foster kids were lost causes. Calling me damaged goods. All documented. My lawyer countersue for defamation. The blog alone. Me. Just make it go away. Judge took one look at her filing, one look at our text history and dismissed it. Told her she was lucky I wasn't countersuing. Ordered her to pay my legal fees. Outside the courthouse she broke down. Leah, I loved you. I just wanted better for you. You wanted better than me. There's a difference. You changed. The money, the recognition. You're different now. I'm exactly the same. Still that foster kid with the messy past. Still working with damaged goods. Only difference is now you see value in it. She tried one more manipulation. Marcus left me. Said I was too focused on my ex. I have nothing now. You have what you always had. A degree from a real school. A good family. A stable life. That's more than most of my kids start with. Walked away. Haven't heard from her since. The program now has 12 locations across 3 states. We've helped 400 plus kids. Got a call last week from Terrell, one of our first ments. He just graduated pre-med. Wants to come back and volunteer. You saved my life, he said. Nah, I told him. You were never broken. Just needed someone to see it. My past is messy. Been called damaged goods by people who should have known better. But that damage? It's my superpower. It lets me see kids like Terrell and say I've been there. And look where I am now. Leah's still posting about self-growth and healing from toxic relationships. Still has that podcast no one listens to. Last I heard she was dating some finance guy who went to Harvard. Good for her. Hope she tells him up front that his pedigree is what matters. Me. I'm dating a fellow counselor now. Sarah grew up middle-class, stable family. Went to private school. Know what she said when I told her about foster care? That must have been hard. Wanna talk about it? No judgment. No damaged goods. Just acceptance. Turns out the right person doesn't see your past as something to fix or hide. They see it as part of your story. The part that made you who you are. And if who you are is someone helping 400 kids see their own worth, that's not damage. That's gold.